All right. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. All right. We are on our way. All right. I hear a little echo, but that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. Can y'all hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Let me know in the chat. The pitch to Stubbs. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right center field, and on the run is Siri, and he'll make the catch over towards the right center field alleyway. What's up, Denbrew? What is good? Sorry about being late. I had to take care of something. I'm also dog sitting right now, so I had a lot to juggle today. But I'm here, and I hope that you're all doing well. All right. Let's go, baby. All right, bottom of the third, 1 out. Got everything all set up. Had to take everything all with me, but we're all good, and we're all ready to go. All right, here's Kyle Schwarber, 1 out, and the pitch. And that is low and outside for ball 1. The guy that's on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays is Tyler Alexander, who is 30 years old. Just had a birthday on July 14th. And the 1-0 pitch, and that is outside and low for ball 2. We're going to be a little bit more behind today because I'm watching this on the computer. So just bear with me. If somebody asks, why is JJ, so far behind or even more behind than he was before? So that's why. 2-0 pitch, and it's taken outside for ball 3. All right. Alexander this year is a 5.66 ERA and a 75 strikeouts as well, along with a 1.35 whip to go along with that. 3-0 pitch, and it's popped up, and it's a foul ball hit right behind the seats. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. We also have a different setup here. So I have some NL East scores down below in case you guys want to know how the Mets and the Braves are doing. We'll be watching those games after the Phillies are done. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's fouled back towards the screen. So as you can see down below, the Blue Jays actually have the bases loaded in the bottom of the first with 2 outs, and the Reds lead it 1-0 in Atlanta. So there's your scores down below. You're more than welcome to follow along. And again, I am a little bit behind because I'm watching this on a computer and not my regular TV. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber, 1 out, bottom of the third. And the pitch by Alexander. There's a grounder rolled over towards the first base side, and the tag is made over at the bag for out number 2. Okay, and the last thing that I need is my scorebook, which is where? Be right back. So here comes Trey Turner. And the first pitch to Trey. And that's taken for a strike. All right. Good stuff. Shore bomb. That'd be great. That's in Braves scores on the bottom is sweet. Thanks. Try. 0-1 pitch. And that's inside for ball 1. Turner's 0 for 1 tonight. Alexander will get set just below the belt, wind up and fire, and throw a changeup that misses outside for ball 2. So the Phillies are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Should be a fun matchup between both of these teams. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Ground ball, foul ball towards the third base side. Yeah. And mods, if somebody asks, why are you so far behind, just let them know I'm watching it on the computer. I don't want to repeat myself if I don't have to. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. 2 outs, bottom of the third. And the pitch from Alexander. It's popped up, and it's hit out over towards the infield. Getting under it is the shortstop, and he'll make the catch, and the inning is over. All right, so we head to the top of the 4th. No score so far between the Phillies and the Rays. I will be right back in just a few moments. I'm still sort of settling in. I rushed here as fast as I could. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Top of the fourth, Junior Caminero is up to bat. And so for 1 today, the 0-1 pitch is taken on the inside corner for a called strike. So let's go over lineups. It'll be Yandy Diaz batting in the leadoff spot for the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's Dylan Carlson, who is DHing today, batting second. The 0-2 on the way. That's taken low for a ball. Don't mind me, I am going to minimize this because I don't want to look at the spoilers. Caminero is the #1 ranked prospect in all of baseball, according to MILB.com. 1-2 pitch, and there's a foul ball. DeLuca is batting in the 3 spot. And of course, up right now is Caminero. Then you have batting behind him, it'll be Caballero. That is Jose Caballero. And behind him will be Cristopher Morel. And he'll be batting in the 6th spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And Sanchez kicks and fires. And that is a foul ball. So Cristopher Morel is batting 7th. Or is batting 6th, excuse me. 7th will be Taylor Walls, who's playing over at the shortstop position. And then 8th will be Jose Siri. And then the catcher will be Ben Rortvet. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards the right field line. And that will be caught by Nick Castellanos for out number 1. Okay. That looks good. Oh, that really looks good. Ugh. Why is this mouse so slow? There we go. The pitch on the way to Caballero, and there's a changeup that is fouled off. And the count is now 0-1. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic night. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the 4th, and the 0-1 pitch. How about that slider thrown by Sanchez that was inside? And it disappeared. On the bump is Cristopher Sanchez, who's gone 3 1/3 so far, has 2 hits allowed, 1 strikeout as well. In the 0-2, there's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And there's a 1-out single, almost extended into a double by Caballero. And that's how we start off the top of the 4th. with 1 out. All right. So we're catching up. That's good. Taylor Walls batting in the 7th spot. Jose Siri is playing in center field. And then Ben Rortvet is batting 9th. Here we go. Here's Morel, the pitch, swinging a miss. Good stuff. Final 20 games, says Larry. What's going on? What's up, Power Play Gabe? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. The ball is 1 strike. Sanchez looks back over at first, now back to the plate. And the 0-1 is inside and low. Again, apologize about being late. We're dog sitting tonight and had to take our whole setup with us. And we're here. We're here. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That's going to make the count now 1-2 to Christopher Morel. My sound effects work? I didn't even test that out right now. Let's see. Charge! 1-2 pitch. There it is. Swing and a miss. And Sanchez with the 2nd out of the inning. And he gets Christopher Morel to strike out swinging. Defensively for the Phils, well, their lineup is going to be Harper over at first. At second base, it'll be Bryson Stott at second, and then the next pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Over at third base will be Cody Clemens, and the shortstop is Trey Turner. In left field, Brandon Marsh has the spot over there. Yohan Rojas is playing out in center. Right fielder's Nick Castellanos. Catcher's Garrett Stubbs, and on the bump is Cristopher Sanchez. The next pitch is inside and low for ball 1. Nobody has a hit for the Phillies today. And Diaz and Carlson and Caballero have the hits for the Rays. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over to short. The flip over to second. And that's all that they're going to get as the final out is recorded. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. All right, let's continue to catch up here. How's everybody doing tonight? Comment down below. Appreciate you all so much for tuning in. Means a lot, man. What do you think that your final score predictions are going to be? Comment down below. I'm going to go with 5-3 Phillies. 5-3 Phillies is my final score prediction. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Let us know in the comments section down below. Today is Monday, which means we got Monday Night Football tonight. It'll be 49ers and Jets. Should be a fun game. Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, and Brock Purdy going up against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Should be a good one. And Breece Hall as well. All right, crew chief for tonight's game. Let's get to that right now, shall we? All right, so umpires for tonight's game, where are they? They're not coming up. Of course they're not. There they are. DJ Rayburn is the home plate umpire, calling the balls and the strikes. And then over at first base, it is John Lipka. And then over at second, you got John Bacon. So Lipka and Bacon, and then James Hoy, who is over at third base. Phillies' money line today is at -205, according to ESPN Bet. And the over-under is at 7.5 runs. It's currently 73 degrees and not too cloudy at the bank. Phillies are back in action at CBP. And currently, as we stand so far, they are 7 games above the Mets and the Braves. First pitch to Harper, and he pops this one up over towards the third base side. And the catch is made for out number 1 over on the infield grass by Caballero. Diaz is over at first base. Carlson is DHing. DeLuca is playing out in right field. You got Caminero over at third. Caballero over at second. And then Christopher Morel is playing out in left field. The shortstop is Taylor Walls. The center fielder is Jose Siri, and the catcher is Ben Rortvet. Pitch to Castilla, and that's taken for a ball. Phillies lineup, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Stott, Marsh, Clemens, Rojas, and Stubbs. So Casti batting in the 4th spot, and he takes the 1-0 pitch off the plate for ball 2. Oh, I don't think chat is working on here, so I'll pull this up over here, I guess. That's better. All right, next pitch. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? How are you doing, my friend? 2-1 pitch. Here it is, swing and a miss to Nick Castellanos. We can pull this up here. And we'll put this over here, actually. C-Mac is out tonight. Oh, what's wrong with him? Alexander's still on the bump. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Castellanos in the air, hit out over towards deep right field. That's going back towards the track, and it will be caught by the right fielder for out number 2. So John DeLuca is there to make the grab. Look at that Harry the K statue. That's really nice. I like that statue. What's up, Norman? How you doing, man? The pitch on the way, and that's outside for ball 1. So Bryson Stott is up to bat. Stott hitting .249 with 11 homers and 54 RBI. 26 years old, and the pitch, and there's a strike. He's been nursing a calf injury, huh? Okay, well, that's good to know. I did not know that. 1-1, here it is. Ground ball towards the right side. Gobbled up by the second baseman, Caballero, and the throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Phillies have not been able to solve Tyler Alexander, and we head to the top of the 5th with still no score at Citizens Bank Park. Need them to score. Come on, man. Need them to score here. So Schwarber's DHing. Trey is at short. Harper's at first. Casty's in right. Stott's at second. Marsh is in left. Clemens is at third. Rojas is in center. And Stubbs is catching. And Sanchez is on the hill. That's a lot better. All right, I think we're finally settled. I do. I think we're finally settled, so we're here. How did everybody's day go? Comment down below. Today is September 9th. Time really flies when you're having fun during the season, man. It really is. I've been having a lot of fun this year. I really have. And I love this community. I love how we've continued to grow. And I'm very, very appreciative of that. You know, it's been a big learning experience. And I'm going to try to continue to learn and get better as I go. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. And I want to cherish the next 20 games with y'all. I have not decided yet if I am going to do the Birds game on Monday night. I will not do the Birds game if the Phillies have a chance to clinch the playoffs. I want to be there for the Phillies. I do. So we'll see where the magic number is, and we'll see how that goes. But if the Phillies have a chance to clinch, I want to be there for that. Jose Siri up to bat. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And there is one that's taken inside. Love the weather. We have a good day. Yeah. No, it's a gorgeous day outside. It really is. Very nice weather. 2-0 pitch. And that is low and inside for ball 3. It was a changeup thrown by Sanchez. Yes, Phillies clinching is a big game. Yep. Even if it's a playoff spot. Not even just for the division. So even if it's for a playoff spot, I'll take it. Here you go, pitch. And that's taken for a strike. 3-1. Here it is. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, gobbles it up, throws it over to first, and there's one gone already. What's the magic number now? The magic number for the Phillies to get into the playoffs is 13. The magic number for them to win the division is also at 13 because the Mets and the Braves are tied. And the magic number for the Phillies to get home field advantage, I'm not really on that just yet, but just to keep your eye on that, is at 16. It's either 16 or 17 the last time I checked. I think it's 16. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I want them to get the bye. So that's to finish over the Brewers. 0-1 pitch. And there is a swing and a miss for strike 2. Rortvedt is up to bat. I'm enjoying some free hot dogs. Ooh, that sounds good. Hebrew National are the best. What type of hot dogs? Next pitch. And there's a foul ball. Sanchez with 71 pitches as he's on the hill today. He's done a good job so far. He winds up and delivers and chops it foul. And we'll do it again. Taking a look at some of the other scores. Well, the Orioles and the Red Sox currently are tied 1-1. It's in the bottom of the first. Mets and Jays are scoreless. They're in the bottom of the third in Toronto. 0-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit right in front of Nick Castellanos. And the fourth hit of the ball game belongs to Ben Rortvedt. So he gets on with a 1-out single. Actually, the Orioles and the Red Sox are in the top of the third currently. It's 1-1. The Angels lead at 2-0 against the Twins in the bottom of the first. Pirates have a 3-1 lead against the Miami Marlins. They're in the bottom of the fourth. And the Reds have a 1-0 lead with the bases loaded and 2 outs against the Braves. So keep your eye on that. We have the score for that down below as well as the Mets game. And we'll go to both of those games after this one is done. The 1-0 pitch. That is taken for a strike. Royals have a 2-0 advantage against the Yankees in the bottom of the third. And the Guardians lead at 2-0 in the bottom of the first against the White Sox. That's all the games so far. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. And there's a foul ball that's hit out of play. Brewers are off tonight. They'll play the Giants tomorrow night. We won't start really focusing as much on the Brewers until the weekend, and then we play them from Monday to Wednesday next week. So that will be a big series for home field advantage. What's up, Stoney? How you doing, man? 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Sanchez. There's a high hopper, hit over to third, dug out by Clemens, throw over to first, and that'll get the second out. But unfortunately, the runner from first does go on over to second base. But there are 2 outs, No score, top of the 5th, and a runner in scoring position. It was Yandy Diaz who grounded out over to third. I don't know who's announcing until I turn it on. Well, that's what happens on here, too. You never know who's announcing on here until you turn it on. The pitch. That's taken outside and high for a ball. Dylan Carlson will be up at the dish. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Second pitch is outside for ball 2. But Brady's a great player, but he's boring, says Lou. Hey, man, everybody has their own styles. I'm not really the biggest fan of Chris Collinsworth, but I'm not saying that he's not good. He is really good. I'd love to collab with him. I'd love to work with him, but I'm not really the biggest fan, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's people that don't like me either. Then there's people that love me. It is what it is. 2 balls, no strikes in the pitch, and there's a foul ball. Two outs. And we got a runner on over at second. And the 2-1 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Hit over towards the first base side, and it goes out of play. Rays are in their dark blue uniforms. And they have their white bottoms as well. 2 outs. A runner on over at second. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. Lots of 2s on the board. And the next pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. John DeLuca is in the on-deck circle. He's playing in right field tonight. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez checks the runner over at second. Now stares back at the plate, and the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's the 3rd strikeout of the evening by Sanchez. Got him. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left in scoring position. And the bottom of the 5th coming up for the Phils. Is that the 5th strikeout? Did I miscount that? I thought that was the 3rd. Was that the 5th? Did I screw that up? No, that was the 3rd. No, that was the 3rd. I got it right. I got it right. Still on the fence about you. You're still on the fence about me? Yeah. Well, I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're here. I love Hubie Brown. You know, Hubie Brown is an interesting one for me. Hubie Brown is an interesting one for me. Bro, why do these trolls keep coming back? I really don't know why. Sorry, off of my announcer tangent. No, you don't have to apologize. Freedom of speech. Tell people how you feel. Some people will agree, some people disagree. So, but it makes for a good conversation. It gives me stuff to talk about. It's nice. I like Hubie Brown too. I feel like he teaches basketball as he announces, says Lou. I actually feel like I learn from watching from him. Like I learned watching him. I could listen to him talk all day. Yeah, I think that he. I like Hubie Brown as well. I do. I think that Hubie gets a bad rep for some reason. And maybe it's because I don't know why. I really don't. I never understood like why people didn't necessarily like Tom McCarthy either. I think Tom McCarthy's a great play-by-play announcer. But Hubie as an analyst is really good. JJ Redick as an analyst is also really, really good. It's hard, man. Especially if you're a former coach or a former player, you have to, like, get in and get out of the way. All right, here we go. The first pitch, and that's taken for a strike to Brandon Marsh. Sitting 253 this season. Has 14 homers and 52 RBI. The 0-1 as he gets jammed on the grounder that's hit over towards the first base side, and Diaz tosses it over to Alexander, and Alexander bobbled it for a quick second, but the first base umpire, John Lipka, called him out, and Kalitri's going to go on over to the phone, and they're going to say to review this. I want to see if he had full possession here when he had the ball, and if Marsh was indeed out. So the Phillies are going to challenge this, and I think that they may have a case, but I have to see it again here in a replay. Marsh got jammed. Diaz flipped it over to first, and it was a barehanded catch by Alexander. Then he just dropped it. And did he hang on to the bag when he played it on a bounce and got to it? I don't know. That's the question. Was his foot on the bag? Maybe ever so slightly the tippy toe was. I think from that angle, they may call him out. This will be a quick one. So he is out. Call was confirmed. And there's one away. Why are we challenging this? Well, he didn't really have full possession of it. He didn't. And it was like maybe a millisecond he was out. So, I don't know. Haven't gotten on base. Why not challenge that? The pitch. There's a strike. It's a sweeper on the outside edge. He was obviously out. Yeah, just by a millisecond. So that was pretty obvious. 0-1, swing and a miss. I mean, his foot was maybe just on the bag in real time. That's hard to tell. Plus, you don't have any hits. So why not risk a challenge there? I don't know. 0-2 pitch. That is high. Way up high for a ball. Yankees are threatening the score here. JJ Redick calling NBA greats plumbers and firefighters. Not saying you shouldn't like them. Yeah, that's analyst JJ Redick. That's not that's 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. And there's a ground ball hit back over towards the mound. Alexander has it, throws it over to first, and it's in time for out number 2. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that comment. That was podcaster JJ Redick talking on ESPN's First Take. But when he's actually broadcasting and calling the game with Mike Breen, that's what I'm talking about. But yes, I agree. I agree with that. The pitch. Here we go. And it's inside to Yohan Rojas. Batting in the 8th spot today. Phillies still have not gotten a hit. Alexander. Is that correct? Just 37 pitches? And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That can't be right, is it? Really? He's throwing that many pitches? 38? No way. Oh, because Solskjaer pitched the first. Okay. Well, that makes sense now. I forgot. 1-1, and there's a foul ball. Mike Breen is a legend. I got you. During the game, Redick isn't bad, but it's the other stuff. No, I understand that. I get it. I get it. And I agree with you on that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. He is the second raised pitcher. I forgot it's a bullpen game for them. Because what's his name who was supposed to pitch today got injured yesterday and was placed on the IL. 1-2. That's outside for ball 2. I liked him, Van Gundy, and Mark Jackson, too. They were a very, very good crew. 2-2 pitch. And that is inside and high, but it's fouled away. All right, come on. Charge! That was late. Hopefully if they get on, we'll build that up. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3, and Yohan Roa strikes out, and the inning is over. The Phillies have been blanked through 5 and have gone hitless through 5. And, well, we head to the top of the 6th. Still no score in Philadelphia. Got 178 people tuning in. Mod Squad, I need you all to be on. I need you all to be on the chat, and I need you all to make sure that you tell people to like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons. I know that we have bots doing it, but I would really appreciate it if you guys did it too. Every once in a while, if you just don't know like what to say, just be like, yo, y'all should definitely subscribe to Play by Play with JJ. That would mean the world to me. Say that we got 59 likes and over 200 people tuning in. That's cool. Let's get that number up, though. It's 8:03 p.m. Eastern Time. Once this game is done, we're going to be following the Braves and the Mets as well, because we want to see how much the magic number goes down by. Phillies' magic number to get into the playoffs is at 13. To win the NL East is also at 13. And to get a home field advantage and the bye is 17. Sorry about that. Somebody said it might be the worst game. PHLY Phillies just said might be the worst game in Major League Baseball this season. I have better things to do. It was actually Nick Picone who tweeted that, and then PHLY Phillies retweeted. That's funny that they retweeted that. That's really funny. All right, the pitch. And there's a strike. It's taken on the inside corner. Calling that Super Bowl thought he was going to have a heart attack. I love Merrill, man. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball. Hit over to third. And the throw by Clemens over to first is in time. Philly Fanatic was naked on the field and interacted with Castellanos. And he was like, "Aren't you cold? Are you shivering a little bit?" It's cool. 1 out, top of the 6th. Then the pitch is a sinker that misses low and inside for a ball. I thought Merrill was going to have a heart attack when he called the Super Bowl. Dude, that was a great call. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Yankees called up Jason Dominguez back. Telling you, he's look out for him. He could be a secret weapon for them in the postseason. 1-1, swing and a miss. And that'll make the count now 1-2. The odds now for the money line for the Phillies now is at -205. Over/under is still at 7.5 runs. And we're in the 6th. 1-2 pitch. That is inside again. It was a slider. So Caminero is up to bat. Let's talk a little bit more about him. Sanchez, by the way, has been doing such a good job in this game. And the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. The 4th strikeout by Sanchez. There you go. As he gets Caminero to swing and miss at another slider. So Junior Caminero strikes out. And Jose Cabello is coming up. And he pops up the first pitch. It's heading into foul ground, and we'll find the seats behind the plate. Caballero. Jose Caballero is 28 years old. Had a birthday on July 30th. He's from Panama City. And the 0-1, strike 2 called. That was a good pitch. He's in .229 this year with 9 homers, 42 RBI, and has 91 hits as well. And he'll foul off the next pitch on a changeup thrown by Sanchez. That changeup has worked out pretty well so far in this game. He was previously on the Seattle Mariners and attended Chipola College. He led his high school led the school's baseball team to the JUCO World Series and was named the MVP of the tournament. The pitch popped up, hit out over towards right field. Casty will get under it, and he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rays. 9-1-2 due up in the order. Can the Phillies get their first hit of the game? We'll see. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, stay tuned. Still no score. This is like one of those games where if one team gets a run, that's going to be equal to 5 runs, I feel. I really do. I think that that's the type of game that we're having now. Sometimes there's a little bit of a different language behind numbers, you know, and I think that that's just one of those games, or tonight's just one of those games. You know, it's like, how can I put it? It's like in hockey, man. You know, you don't score for 2 periods, and finally in the third, that one team scores. You know, it's hard to come back because that goal is so demoralizing. You know, that's the type of game that I think that we're in for tonight. Stubbs will lead things off as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Oh, I forgot. We forgot to do that. Again, we are a little bit out of sorts today, so I apologize. Where is it? Let's look that up. On this day in Phillies history, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Today is September 9th. So, today is September 9th. Jimmy Fox, in 1945 on this day, hits his 534th and final career homer as the Phils beat the Pirates 14-3 was the final score. Pitch to Stubbs, and he takes it outside for ball 1. That was during the second game of a doubleheader. He also hit one out in the Days' first game. 1-0 pitch, and that is ripped foul towards the first base side, and it'll find the seats. Phillies struck out 26 times on September 9th of 1970 in a doubleheader against the Mets. In Game 1, Nolan Ryan fanned 13, and reliever Danny Frisella fanned another, but allows the Phillies to score and win 3-2. And then in Game 2, Ray Sadecki goes to distance to win by a score of 3-1, and he fanned 12. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, foul ball. Fanned is one of those words that I don't think a lot of broadcasters today use enough. You know, that's like one of the old-time words, but I like that one. I do. I like that a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alexander gets set at the belt and delivers, and that's fouled away. Phillies, on this day in 2003, beat the Braves 18-5 And we're able to get grand slams from Tomas Perez and Jason Michaels. First career grand slam for each player. 2-2. Another foul ball, and Stubbs is fighting off in this at-bat against Tyler Alexander. And Phillies fans are clapping along. 6 pitches in this at-bat. 4 of them have been fouled off. The 7th pitch coming up as Alexander kicks and delivers, and it's up high for ball 3. That's going to make the count full. Schwarber waits on deck. The payoff pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. On the run is Siri, and he'll be there to make the catch. He sort of had to turn and then turn his back to home plate, and he was there to make the grab. Good at bat by Stubbs and a good swing, just not the result that the Phillies wanted. And Kyle Schwarber is due up to bat with 1 gone. Jason Michaels. Yeah, man. Remember when he gave up the home run and bobbled it out in left field? And he should have caught it. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Greg Lazinski on this day, 1970, made his major league debut. Struck out as a pinch hitter in the second game of a doubleheader against the Mets. And the pitch to Schwarber, swung on, belted, deep right center field. Bye-bye baseball. 1-0 Philadelphia as Kyle Schwarber hits his 34th bomb of the season. And finally, the curse is broken. Fastball right down the middle. See you later. First hit and the first run. All right, 1-0 Phils in the bottom of the 6th. Then that's going to do it for Alexander. And we have another pitcher coming in for the Rays. We'll get to it in just a few moments. But the Phillies are up 1-0. Bottom of the 6th still with 1 out, thanks to Kyle Schwarber's home run. That was nice. Ask and you shall receive. I like that. I like that as well. Tea time for Schwarber. I love Schwarby. Yeah, man. The no-hit is over, and so is the shutout. About that, man. Reds lead at 1-0 in the top of the 7th against the Braves. So that's good. And the Mets currently lead at 1-0 against the Toronto Blue Jays. That stinks. But that's all right. Just need one of them to lose in order for the magic number for us to get into the playoffs to go down to 6. Be nice if both of them lost, because then we could get the division and then get into the playoffs. Sorry, we'll go down to 12, not 6. Did I say 6? Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Is Philly winning? Yeah, you should look at the scoreboard. It's 1-0. All the division rival games are at 1-0. Including the Nationals? Are the Nationals on today? Well, actually, wait, the Marlins are down 3-0. All the division, so not all the division ones, but the ones that we're focusing on. I get it. Imagine though if like the Marlins were up 1-0. I wonder if that's like ever happened before. The pitch and there's a strike. If every single game in the division actually had the same score one day, like 1-0. Yankees 1-0. You know, Orioles, Blue Jays, Red Sox, and Rays. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. Kelly is on the bump. Schwarber in his last 7 games, 6 homers, 9 extra base hits, and 13 total hits. Only Philly ever with 6 or more homers and 9 or more extra base hits and 13 or more hits in any 7-game span. And he joins Trey Turner, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, and Robbie Abreu. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball into right field for a base hit, and finally the hits just keep coming for the Phils as Turner gets on with an opposite field single. So now is when they want to show up. We'll take it. That ball was smacked out to right field, and now Bryce Harper is due up to bat. Let's go. 189 people tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Time called on the bump. Mason Montgomery is loosening up in the Rays' pen. Boy, would it be nice for Bryce to end the home run drought here. That'd be really awesome. He steps into the box, batting on the left side of the dish with the blue cleats and the blue batting gloves. First pitch, violent swing, but it's a swing and a miss as it was inside, and Harper was early. Tried to whack it out of here. Did walk in the first. His average is at 285. 26 homers on the season as well for Bryce. Toss back over to first, and Turner dives back in there without a tag from Yandy Diaz. So the guy that's on the mound is Kevin Kelly. He has a 3.0 ERA. And he's 26. Pitch to Harper. It's popped up, hit out over towards the third base side, and it goes